Hey, what's going on YouTube? Adam C here. Thanks for watching. So this is going to be quick today. Reminder, you can use promo code ADAMC at southeastcichlids.com and northinusa.com for discounts. So the 300, I haven't shown it a bit. I actually had a little bit of disease run through here briefly, but it was enough to cost me 2 fish. I lost 2 of the heterotania. Honestly don't know what it was. It was some sort of internal parasite, but I treated it with metronidazole and clout, and it seems to be finally pulling through. There's a couple that are still acting a little bit funky, that being the Maculiceps and the Chromis niaceae. But overall, the medication sure is helping, and we're almost through it. So that's why I haven't done a video on the 300 in a bit. But it's time to get this thing going again, get some videos going. Good news is next week, I think it's next week or the week after on the long end, I do have a shipment of fish coming. So we'll have some good unboxings. I'll have a Malawi unboxing as well as a Tanganyika unboxing. So a little bit of something for everyone. But just for people that haven't seen the 300 a whole heck of a lot yet, it's 8 foot long. It is 30 inches front to back, and it is 26 or 28 inches tall. Honestly don't remember off the top of my head. I do have the 3 Fluval FX6s running it. I already had them, so it was an easy decision to just keep using them and save some money. So that's why I didn't go with a sump. But again, these 2 rocks, the side rock here, the main rock in the center, those are from Universal Rocks. Really nice complement to a tank. It gives the feel of a 3D background and the detail of that without taking up any space. We'll do a side shot in a second so you can see how little space it takes up. But as far as the fish that are still in here doing very well, the Mylochromis spilosticus, I mean, just non-stop breeding no matter what fish is around. You can see there's another holding female. I mean, the guy is just completely unfazed. Right about here, I filled in the hole before the video, but every day he digs a new pit here for breeding and just messes up my substrate and my decor. But that's what cichlids do, so I have to deal with it. Other than that, everybody's doing pretty well. You can see there's the Taranta macrostoma male. I do have 2 females in there for him. One behind him, one here. I tell you what, the camera really doesn't do him justice. He's only about 6 inches, but his color is just outrageous for a hap that small to be at full color. So I anticipate that he's probably the dominant male of his group when he was born, and he is more than likely going to be a very, very large and really nice looking fish. Still have the Chilotilapia rhodesi. If you look closely at the substrate, let's scan, look really closely, you can see shells of snails. As we get over here, you'll see more. That's all him. He's in here specifically to be a snail eater. That's what they do. I got him just to be a snail eater, but in having him, I really have come to like him. They weren't my favorite originally when I got him, but he's really turned into a stunning fish. And I do plan to eventually get some females for him. He's a young fish. He's less than 2 years old, so we had a lot of time to breed him. Still kind of checking around for some females for the Chromis samophyllus. I've seen a few here or there, but they're just really, really expensive. You can see my 3 Malawi trout up here. These are the 3 that are simply just in the 300. I have 3 more in the garage in the 75. And here I have what I think is 2 males right there and 1 female. So my 3 in the garage, I'm hoping I can at least get a couple females out of that to make, a legitimate breeding group out of it. So you ask what I'm going to do. I lost some of the heterotania. I don't think I have any more male heterotania. So I have a tank with 4 female heterotania without a male. So I'm certainly going to be on the look to add a new male. I can't have 4 females and not supply them with a male. Otherwise, it's almost a waste of time for someone who breeds fish. So anyway, we said we'd take a side shot. Let's take a look. Here is the side shot. Like I said, this tank is 30 inches front to back. So it really gives a nice amount of space for these fish to be able to move freely without running into each other, hitting glass, all that stuff. And if you also look, you can see on the side how little that centerpiece takes up as far as space. So if you guys are looking for something that gives you great detail, but you don't lose a whole lot of swimming space, that might be the answer for you. That was from universalrocks.com. And if you want to know the model number, let me know in the comments, and I think I can reply to you with the model number. I just don't recall it off the top of my head. But in talking about the disease I had, you can see that's one of my smaller heterotania. I forgot to mention him earlier. He's struggling. breathing super heavy. I've treated the whole tank, so that's about all I can really do. I don't know if he'll make it or not. If I was guessing, I would guess that he's not going to make it, which, again, very disappointing, especially for fish that I've raised, from 1 inch. But, sometimes that's just the way it goes, and you can put everything you have into it and do everything right, and, stuff's just going to happen sometimes. So this can give you a bit of a feel for the size of the fish now. There's the male, I think what will be the dominant male trout up there. Chromis is still hunting for the other female. So what I didn't mention earlier about this tank, I don't think I've ever mentioned it, I always forget, is the front panel is the low iron glass, essentially starfire glass. It's supposed to be better for videos, photography, stuff like that. Honestly, I don't know that I really notice a difference between the side and the front. But I thought I'd give it a try. I'm hoping just over time that I'll be able to notice a difference, as the fish get more color. Because right now, I don't think any of these fish are mature except for the Chromis, so they're not displaying a lot of color. I'm hoping that when I do get them to display color, that glass will make it noticeably better. So again, guys, I wanted to thank you for watching. I know for you that have followed me for a while, you've seen this tank several times now, and I haven't given you any new information as far as what's going on per se. But for the newer subscribers, which I've had a few lately, have asked questions about it, so I wanted to fill them on as to what's going on in this tank as well. So as I move forward, they're able to follow the channel. So if it's kind of redundant for a lot of you, I apologize, but I still thought you'd like to see the tank. I moved the light a little bit forward, so maybe now you can see some of that Macrostoma's color. Probably my favorite fish that I've got right now in this tank. So I appreciate you guys watching, and see you next time. Don't forget, next week, hopefully I'll have some unboxing videos out for you too. Worst case scenario, the week after next, but I'll have some stuff, in between to keep the channel moving forward. See ya.